The transition to high-energy density electric vehicle batteries is hitting a chemical processing wall. While capital focuses on raw mining extraction, the true bottleneck is upstream crystallization. High-nickel cathodes require battery-grade nickel sulfate purified to single-digit parts per million. Without this ultra-high purity, localized electrochemical degradation causes rapid battery failure. The data projects a severe market divergence. By 2030, global demand for battery-grade nickel sulfate will reach 1,200 kilotons of nickel equivalent. Operational refining capacity is modeled to reach only 920 kilotons. This creates a structural deficit of 280 kilotons starting in late 2025. Diversifying raw mineral extraction does not solve the supply chain bottleneck. The critical crystallization step remains heavily centralized. China directly controls 76% of global nickel sulfate crystallization capacity. This dominance is sustained by highly integrated chemical supply chains and lower environmental compliance costs. The remaining capacity offers little geopolitical insulation for Western markets. Indonesia represents 11.5% of global capacity, but these facilities are primarily Chinese-backed joint ventures. North America and Europe combined control less than 5% of global refining capacity. Western gigafactories remain structurally dependent on East Asian chemical processing. The crystallization bottleneck is governed by severe chemical and environmental realities. Producing 1 ton of nickel equivalent in battery-grade sulfate requires massive chemical reagent inputs. The process consumes 1,400 kilograms of sodium hydroxide and 1,750 kilograms of sulfuric acid. This intensive chemical reaction yields a highly problematic byproduct. Every ton of refined nickel generates nearly 2.5 tons of sodium sulfate waste. Disposing of this highly saline waste stream is nearly impossible under strict Western environmental regulations. This regulatory friction explains why crystallization capacity remains concentrated in regions with lower compliance costs. To achieve battery-grade purity, producers must also run complex multi-stage solvent extractions, inflating capital costs by 35%. This dynamic mirrors the late 19th century transition to the Hall-Héroult process for aluminum. The primary constraint then shifted rapidly from raw bauxite mining to the chemical purification of alumina. Today, the electric vehicle transition is similarly tethered to a specialized chemical refining bottleneck. Until Western nations reconcile environmental regulations with chemical processing realities, the battery supply chain cannot be localized.